started off really well.
Yeah.
It's got a great voice, it's just getting that light and shading in his tummy. And you need to write your own scripts, which I write for me.
Yeah, that's how you talk.
Yeah.
Hello, I'm Brian Gorman with your latest Mersey News Live updates. Our main story: it could be weeks before we get a full picture of the run-up to Sunday's terrorism attack. Liverpool told to stay alert but not alarmed as security has stepped up. It could be weeks before we get a full picture of the run-up to Sunday's terrorism attack. Speculation is growing that it was actions of a so-called lone wolf named by detectives as 32-year-old Ahmad al-Swilman, a Jordanian refugee seeking asylum who suffered from mental health issues. He was converted to Christianity when he came to the city and confirmed at the Anglican Cathedral, a mile from the women's hospital, where he ended his life, detonating a homemade bomb. In the last hour, religious leaders have joined forces to condemn the actions of Ahmad al-Swilman and call for unity. Kitty Vavasour has been following developments.
Residents are still in shock over Sunday's suspected terrorist attack. Faith leaders in Liverpool have come together following the weekend's distressing events. Members of the Christian, Muslim, Jewish and Hindu faiths have been speaking outside the city's women's hospital, where the explosion took place. The rector of Liverpool, Reverend Canon Dr. Crispin Paling, spoke about the toxic impact of terrorism on society.
Sunday's terrorist attack at the Liverpool Women's Hospital has shocked people of every faith and those of no faith across the city. We do not know yet the motives of the man who died. Terrorism is an indiscriminate act against people of all faiths, of no faiths, and of all backgrounds. It seeks to destroy our lives of peaceful coexistence and disrupt the functions of society.
Mumin Khan, representative of the Liverpool mosque and Muslim community, spoke on the newfound fear from the public.
It's horrifying and shocking what we learned last Sunday that took place outside Liverpool Women's Hospitals. Everyone is terrified to what has happened. It's not the nicest thing, the best thing that ever happened, and we condemn that totally, and we forbid that this sort of atrocity does not take place again.
This is Liverpool's first terrorist attack since the 1970s. Peter Williams, a Liverpool John Moores policing lecturer specialising in counter-terrorism, believes the investigation is ongoing.
I think we've moved on from that initial phase of the investigation now, and we've moved from that, and that's evidenced by the rise in the raising the threat level to severe, Boris Johnson chairing Cobra, and I think we're now into the main phase of the investigation, which will have three elements: the actual investigation itself, the criminal investigation based on forensic, because there'll be a meticulous forensic examination, an examination of the intelligence, what we didn't know, why we didn't pick this up, what we know now. And the other part, of course, is, was this individual subject to radicalisation? If so, how? And we'll need to look at that going forward.
That was counter-terrorism expert Peter Williams. Stay alert but not alarmed. That's the message that's been rolled out across the city. Even as the security threat was raised to severe, politicians and emergency services set out to reassure the people of Liverpool that they were safe. Security Minister Damien Hines making a low-key visit to speak to emergency services. I was out in the streets earlier reporting. There's a heightened police presence at Liverpool Lime Street Station today as security across the city rises following Sunday.